Last time,
Welcome to Canoe.
a high-end restaurant challenge
Cody, I will not accept that.
pushed the top 6 to the breaking point.
Lynn, calm yourself down. I am calm.
And an iconic comfort food
Fried chicken.
dashed Michael's culinary dreams.
It's raw.
Tonight, the top 5 are inspired by messages from home. And a tough elimination challenge determines who advances to the semifinals.
I am truly freaking out.
I've always wanted my own pastry store. I've taken time off from school, so the stakes are really high, and I do really want to win.
I've been away from my wife and kids for so long. I'm hoping that this is worth it, that I can fulfill my dream of owning a restaurant.
We started this competition with thousands of home cooks from all across this country. And now it's come down to you, the top 5 in MasterChef Canada. But only one of you can leave here as Canada's next MasterChef.
One of my food dreams is to own a bistro with my daughter. And if you believe that you can do something, you can.
It's a testament to your skill and tenacity that you have all managed to survive.
And we're about to reveal something that we know will inspire and elevate your efforts.
An extra special ingredient.
I'm not getting why there's a TV.
I'm thinking, awesome, we're cooking for a TV today. Could you use a new one?
Today, we have a special video message for each of you.
Hi, we miss you so much.
I miss you so much.
Love you, baby.
Love you, Belle.
You've always really had a passion and a flair for cooking, and you're always reaching for greatness. Hi, Serena. It's your big sis. I miss you so much. I know you're doing great because you're not home yet. So good luck. Love you.
Hi, Mom. I miss you, and I'm so proud of you. I wish you all the best. Just keep pushing through. Hi, Chris.
We want you to come back, but we don't want to see you too soon.
Just remember, Mom, that anything in this world worth having is hard work. Je t'embrasse. Je t'aime beaucoup, Mom. Bye! I love you, Dad.
These 5 messages were the special ingredient that we promised you. And that ingredient is love.
And we want you to cook with it today. Tapping into the love of your children, partners, siblings, and parents.
But in order for you to perform at your absolute best, we think you need more. And here it is.
David, your wife Tanis, your sons JJ and Nuno are here.
Oh, you guys. Oh.
Lynn, your daughters Ashley and Chelsea.
These are the 2 people I have been doing this for, and they're with me right now.
Christopher, your father Thomas, your mother Agnes, and your brother Mark.
They have put their faith, their time, support in me. I just want to work harder than ever.
You gained some weight?
I only gained 6 pounds, Mom.
Cody,
Come here!
your brother Jesse,
Oh my God.
and your mother Stacy.
I haven't seen my mom and my brother in almost a year. You know, my mom is like the biggest inspiration in my life.
Sabrina, your boyfriend Anthony, your sister Natasha, and your new brother-in-law, Christopher.
This is the first time I've seen my sister since she became a Mrs. I want to see your ring.
I've never felt like this ever in my life. It's just incredible. I just can't contain myself.
We are so happy you could all come here today to offer your love and support. JJ, your dad's a strong cook. Does he work hard?
Sometimes he sweats when he cooks.
We've noticed that, actually.
Yep.
It's such a pleasure to have you all here. And now we're going to ask you to head up to the gallery.
And home cooks, please head to your stations.
My boys have seen me win the white apron. Now I want them to see me win a mystery box. I gotta bring it.
On the count of 3. 1,
I have not won a mystery box ever.
2,
I need to put my heart on a plate for this mystery box.
3, lift.
In front of you, you have iconic smooth and crunchy Kraft peanut butter, chocolate, crisp apple, Romanesco cauliflower, miso, jasmine rice, and sriracha sauce.
And you all have a different protein, chosen especially for each of you by your loved ones.
My family picked sea bass. I don't know how many dinners we've had in the backyard, just throwing a couple of sea basses on the barbecue.
They know me well. I love salmon and I cook it at home all the time.
Now, in most mystery box challenges, you must make one dish. But today, we're going to make things a little more interesting. We want to see 2 dishes.
You will have 60 minutes to cook 1 savory dish and 1 sweet dish.
The home cook who wins this mystery box will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming Elimination Challenge. Are you ready?
Yes,
Chef.
Your time starts now!
Mom and my brother picked this steak for me to cook.
Came all the way out here to see me cook, so I gotta nail it.
Looking good, son. If there's a time to win a mystery box, it's right now in front of my daughters.
I'm gonna do a classic miso marinated cod. And then I'm doing apple and papaya salad with a crunchy peanut butter and a vinaigrette. My family did well. They got my back. They knew exactly what I could cook.
Go, Sabrina! I would definitely feel inspired if my family were here watching me cook, but I would also feel the pressure.
My family chose a whole chicken for me knowing that I love roasting whole cuts at home. But maybe they didn't realize that it's a 1-hour time limit here. So that means I have to break down that chicken.
This is a tough mystery box challenge because we've upped the ante by asking them to do 2 dishes, 1 savory, 1 sweet.
So I'm starting with dessert, peanut butter and chocolate truffle. This is looking good already. And protein, that's just about perfect. Japanese-inspired New York strip loin. Smells good.
I think the families are going to be absolutely blown away by the level of creativity.
You're awesome.
I'm gonna make a flourless chocolate cake, and I'm making steamed chicken buns. My dad really likes steamed buns, so it's one of his favorite foods, so that's my inspiration.
The dish I would do with chicken is a dish that I often do at home. Cold noodle dish, shredded chicken, and peanut butter sauce.
I'm gonna make some peanut butter whoopie pies. It's a cake top and a cake bottom, and whipped peanut butter and whipped cream. I'm steaming my sea bass whole with some grilled Romanesco and a charred corn puree. I always make dessert and a main at home, so nothing to worry about.
Lynn,
Hi, Chef.
having your 2 beautiful daughters here today, that must have been an amazing surprise
That
for you.
was a wonderful surprise.
So they chose salmon for you.
Yes.
So what are you going to do with that salmon?
Maple syrup is one of my favorite ingredients. So I'm gonna make maple garlic ginger glazed salmon and crunchy peanut butter chocolate chunk cookies with vanilla milkshake.
Oh boy, that sounds terrific. Was that the girls' favorites?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So for a while, it was just the 3 of you.
Yes, food was something that we sometimes ran out of, and I'd have to go to the food bank. I always found time to cook them something that tastes good, and that's the way I showed them that I love them.
She's gonna make me cry. She's gonna make me cry too.
David, how are you?
Good, Chef.
You were completely overwhelmed with emotion when your family came in.
It is absolutely incredible to have them here with me today.
And you have cod.
Yes.
A little bit of miso.
I'm gonna pan roast it. Should be tasty.
He's sweating a lot, isn't he?
I told you he sweats a lot when he cooks.
So what is your dessert?
It's gonna be a chocolate and peanut butter tart with some whipped cream on top. The boys love their whipped cream.
Sounds fantastic. Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
Try not to slice my fingers off in front of my poor mother.
Nerve-wracking.
Get in there.
30 minutes left. You have 30 minutes.
But it's gonna be tight. Time's gonna be really tight.
Christopher, I'm quite concerned about it. He hasn't even done his chicken yet.
Damn it! Probably broken down a chicken 4 times in my life.
I never seen him doing this before.
My parents are watching me, expecting great things from me. This is really, really difficult.
Nice.
David looks really strong right now. He's doing cod on top of an apple and papaya slaw, which I think is very fresh and very smart.
It's interesting that Sabrina chose to do the whole fish, skin, bone on.
Doing the whole fish takes time, so you have to be careful.
Cody's always been the one that has been plagued by timing. I hope his time management is not going to let him down on this challenge.
Feeling pretty close. Let's get it off the heat.
I am cooking my salmon almost rare because that's the way the girls like it.
Look at me and my tarts.
My steam buns are not coming along the way I want them to.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left!
I wish I had more time. I need to do dessert as quick as I can.
Sab, what about that fish?
My fish has to come out of the oven. I'll be pulling it out right about now.
I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
And there was the corn thing, it's still in the blender.
Sabrina, she's struggling right now.
This is not good.
In order to win this, I have to focus.
Come on now. There we go.
You like this, buddy? Does this look good?
It looks great.
Sabrina is taking her fish now out of the parchment.
1 minute!
Come on, son, you can do this.
Cody, he's plating his last few truffles.
Sabrina is deboning her fish.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Were you guys nervous?
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Me too.
The judges will now take one final look to determine the top dishes for tasting.
I need to win in front of these boys. Please pick me.
The winner of this mystery box will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming Elimination Challenge.
I want them to taste my food in front of my daughters.
Everyone's dishes look delicious, but as you know, we can only taste 3, and you've made that decision extremely difficult. The first home cook that we're calling up used their fish that their family gave them in a fresh and inventive way.
And they paired it with a dessert that looks absolutely mouth-watering. That home cook was David.
Yes.
Please bring up your dish.
Miso cod with apple and green papaya slaw. Dessert is a chocolate and peanut butter tart, then vanilla bean whipped cream.
So is this a dish that you might cook at home?
Absolutely.
You try a little bit of that cod. The sweetness of the cod, beautiful. The fresh, crisp flavors of that coleslaw underneath really work well with the miso. And the Romanesco cauliflower, cooked beautifully. Just a subtle firmness to it, able to taste the wonderful freshness. Overall, a really great dish. I think you've made the family proud.
What dish would your kids eat first here?
Oh, without a doubt, it'd be dessert.
Dessert?
Absolutely.
It's amazing. The flavors are all incredible. The chocolate really complements the peanut butter. Just a little pinch of sea salt would help bring everything up. But other than that, great job. Please go to the front. The next dish we'd like to taste is a beautiful feast for the eyes. Cody, please bring your dish up.
Butter basted New York strip loin with miso, ginger, garlic, puree of cauliflower, mushrooms, roasted off cherry tomatoes. The sweet dish is a peanut butter chocolate truffle.
Very elegant, very original. You were going for?
About a medium rare on that steak, chef.
It's a little closer to the medium zone. It's fabulous. And everything on it just makes sense. The puree, tomatoes, the acidity that they provide, the ginger and the garlic and the mushrooms, I mean, they're great friends. It's just a very well-balanced dish.
Awesome.
A ganache should be rich, decadent, smooth. Is that what it's going to be when I taste it?
I certainly hope so, Chef.
Cody, big, rich chocolate hits you right up front, and then the peanut butter sort of creeps in behind. And then to finish it off, that touch of sea salt. Delicious. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect.
The third and final dish was made by a home cook who put a twist on a familiar protein, and they paired it with a dessert that evokes the best of our childhood memories. Please step forward. Lynn.
I've made a maple ginger garlic glazed salmon with papaya and tomato slaw and aromatic rice. I also made chocolate chunk peanut butter cookies and vanilla milkshake. My two daughters inspired me so much today.
Look at that. Glistens, full of moisture, nice coloring from the marinade. That is really, really good. That is so moist and buttery. Great big flavors to go with a rich taste of salmon. The green papaya slaw, crisp, fresh. Should be very proud.
Thank you, Chef.
This is one of the best presentations I've seen from you so far. It's not overly fancy. It's natural. You got the Asian hair and then cookies and milk, but elevated. Well, I can see some of that lovely Kraft crunchy peanut butter. You hit that right on. Definitely a soft, moist cookie. Wow, that is cookie and milk in dreamland. Crunchy peanut butter and chocolate, they're not overpowering each other. And then the milkshake, it complements this perfectly.
Thank you, Chef.
Well done.
She's really happy.
Families and home cooks, we need a moment to deliberate. They were really good.
Those are all dishes that I would happily pay for.
I couldn't have cooked the salmon any better.
The plating has gone up, definitely.
I think it's really tough to present a steak in a gorgeous-looking manner. And David's cod is a wonderful reflection of him and his family.
Desserts were simple, but, you know, packed a lot of flavors.
There's a lot of talent in that kitchen. So we've made a decision. Everyone in this challenge cooked with great heart and skill. It was extremely hard to choose a mystery box winner.
But there was one home cook whose sweet and savory dishes had a slight edge. Not only did they cook with heart and soul, they hit a level when it comes to flavor profiles and plating that we have never seen. And that home cook was Lynn. Congratulations, Lynn.
I won my first mystery box, and I won it in front of my two daughters. I feel awesome.
Everyone, we are so happy that you could all come here today to offer your love and support. But now, your home cooks need to fight to stay in this competition. It's time to say goodbye.
Seeing my family was absolutely heartwarming. Everything I've been doing here has been for my family.
Having my parents see me is definitely one of the best moments, minus the fact that I gained weight, but it's super awesome.
Lynn, for winning today's Mystery Box Challenge, you get to join us in the MasterChef Canada pantry, where you will receive a significant advantage. Please follow us.
Going in the pantry with the judges, it's like top secret army stuff. It's real exciting.
Welcome, Lynn, to the MasterChef Canada pantry. It's your first time here.
It feels amazing.
By winning the Mystery Box, you will not have to cook in today's Elimination Challenge. You automatically advance into MasterChef Canada's top 4. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's awesome and gratifying. My strategy is to be very smart about what they will show me.
Beneath each of these cloths is something that, if used correctly, can help your fellow home cooks create a uniquely delicious dish. But if they've never worked with it before, it could lead to a culinary disaster.
What I am about to show you takes some time to master, but when used with skill, the results are amazing. A pressure cooker. It allows you to create beautiful, tender dishes in record time. But there is a downside. You're forced to cook blind. For someone who needs to constantly see and adjust during the cooking process, it is far from ideal.
Next, the coveted piece of equipment for anyone with a sweet tooth. An ice cream maker. Used to make exquisite frozen treats with any combination of ingredients.
The next tool is used to produce one of French cuisine's most beloved dishes, a crepe pan. Whether savory or sweet, creating the perfect crepe requires skill and precision.
The fourth and final piece of equipment is the standard tool in every butcher shop, a meat grinder. Used to give meat and even fish a completely different texture and shape. This tool can be the kiss of death if put in the wrong hands.
There are 4 pieces of culinary equipment on this table and 4 home cooks out there. You get to match one tool with each of your competitors.
What you decide could send one of your biggest competitors home.
I am loving the fact that I'm getting control of the competition right now.
Lynn, you look like the cat that ate the canary.
I was an electronic spy in the military. My job was to gather information, analyze it.
You've been on a bit of a reconnaissance mission.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Wow.
I have been observing what everybody does, so I know what they can do, I know what they can't do. This is when all my intelligence is gonna become very handy.
Lynn, it's time to decide which tool you are going to assign to each home cook.
In the pantry, Lynn was presented with 4 pieces of premium cooking equipment.
You will have to use the equipment Lynn gives you to create a stunning MasterChef quality dish. Are you ready to find out what she chose for you?
Yes, Chef.
Yes, Chef. They've all given me stuff to cook that they thought I couldn't do. Well, it's my turn now to return the favor.
Lynn, the crepe pan.
Cody. Making a crepe is simple. However,
Cody tends to overcomplicate things in his head.
Cody, how do you feel about getting the crepe pan?
Could not be happier. Creatively, you can do anything. Savory, sweet.
Lynn, who did you choose to give the ice cream maker to?
David.
David is a savory cook. This might not be in Dave's comfort zone.
I'm scared about this ice cream maker. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This could send me home.
So Lynn, who gets the meat grinder?
I'm giving this meat grinder to the best pastry chef in the kitchen. I'd like to see him make a cake with a meat grinder. Christopher.
I have never used a meat grinder in my life. It looks like a medieval torture device.
Sabrina, that means you get the pressure cooker.
Sabrina is excellent at plating, and it's very hard to produce something beautiful and tasty out of a pressure cooker.
There's nothing she can throw at me that's gonna throw me off my game.
Lynn's second advantage is that she does not have to cook today. She will automatically advance to the top 4 of MasterChef Canada.
Lynn, you can head up to the gallery, and the rest of you back to your stations.
You all have full access to the pantry in 60 minutes to present a restaurant quality dish. Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your time starts now!
Blueberries, blueberries.
Going Italian. Let's do this.
You know, this is a fascinating elimination challenge because instead of being inspired by ingredients, they're being inspired by equipment.
The piece of equipment forces you to think outside the box. You've got to make that dish exciting and fresh and innovative.
I think Lynn has chosen very wisely. She has been figuring out what their strengths are, their weaknesses, and all of these pieces of equipment present very high levels of difficulty if in the wrong hands.
A little bit of milk.
I've made ice cream before, but not in an hour. I want to make sure I solidify myself in the top 4.
Ice cream is the most difficult thing in this challenge because of the time. You have 60 minutes. You have to make your ice cream base. Eggs, sugar, scalding your cream, infusing the flavors, cooling it down, and then churning it in the ice cream churn. It is a tricky process.
David, what flavor of ice cream are you making?
I'm doing a vanilla bean, thyme, and lemon. I'm gonna do it over top of a blueberry cake.
And that sounds very interesting. Who do you think presents the biggest threat for Lynn right now?
The guy doing the ice cream. I'm not gonna go out without a fight.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
This is really nerve-wracking. I'm gonna have to bring out a restaurant quality dish with something that I've never worked with, but I'm gonna give it my best. I am making a traditional Hawaiian loco moco. It's basically a patty, gravy, and a fried egg on top of a bed of rice. Not ready to go home yet.
This is going to be the dish of the competition.
Sabrina, how are you?
I'm good. You, Chef?
What are you making?
Tagliatelle pasta and braised lamb shank in a pressure cooker.
How often have you used a pressure cooker at home?
I don't use a pressure cooker, but I'm very familiar with how it works.
And that doesn't rattle you?
Nope.
Why would you be using the smallest burner for a pressure cooker?
Is it on its smallest burner?
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need to focus to get this done.
I'm making 3 kinds of crepes today, which are caramelized banana and roasted hazelnut, strawberry and chocolate, and also bacon and maple syrup. It is risky, but I'm passionate about the way I cook, and I'm here to make an impression.
I'm just glad that I didn't get the ice cream maker because I feel like that's the biggest challenge.
30 minutes! You only have 30 minutes left!
David, he's behind. At this point, the ice cream has to be churning, but he's running back and forth.
David is my biggest competition, so it's nice to see him on the edge.
I'm so frantic. This is definitely not how I rock it. I am truly freaking out.
The home cooks are battling in one of the toughest elimination challenges yet. They have to prepare a restaurant-quality dish using culinary equipment selected for them by Lynn.
I love flambeing. There's something so sexy. This crepe pan is like a gift from Lynn, and I'm ready to win this thing.
Cody.
Yes, Chef?
Crepes are sexy food, and they can be done very quickly. You always have this time issue. You have an hour, theoretically, the most simple dish to do. Are you gonna have this problem today?
Plenty of time to make a crepe, not plenty of time to make 3. But I think it's gonna be just right.
We're expecting a lot. These crepes better be really elevated, and they better impress us.
Yes, Chef, absolutely.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm trying to elevate the loco moco today, so I'm gonna put some deep fried onion rings on top of it and quail egg.
Christopher, how are you doing?
I've seen better days.
How do you feel about getting the meat grinder from Lynn?
Definitely not the worst of the choices. I would prefer a pressure cooker.
What's the dish you're creating?
A little bit of a twist on a Hawaiian loco moco. It's kind of like a patty on rice. I'm just gonna fry it in a pan.
All right, well, I'll let you carry on. Keep an eye on the clock and make sure you taste everything.
Yes, Chef.
My pressure cooker's singing.
Sabrina is a lamb in the pressure cooker. She's making fresh noodles.
My pasta is giving me the hardest time right now. If this doesn't work out and I go home on pasta, I'll be shamed by the Italian community of Montreal.
Cody, he's doing a trio of crepes.
Wow.
Lynn felt that Cody would overcomplicate things, and she might just be right.
Cody's trying to do like 50 things all at the same time. It's good to multitask, but maybe sometimes it's too much.
Okay.
My quail eggs are not coming out nice and round. Cooking a quail egg is actually more difficult than I thought.
Let's drop this egg on the burner.
I need to make another one. I'm feeling a ton of pressure in the kitchen.
It's feeling pretty intense in here right now.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left!
David's taking his ice cream out.
It's still a little bit soft.
Wow, it looks a bit loose.
It looks a little thin.
I have to start freezing this darn ice cream. Gotta get it into the freezer.
It's gotta work.
Looking pretty good.
Look at Sabrina, she's still with the pasta.
We are either about to taste the freshest pasta we've ever had,
or no pasta.
or no pasta.
Come on now.
1 minute, you have 1 minute left. You better start plating now. David has got everything on his plate except the ice cream.
Well, he's leaving it down to the wire.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
It's time to taste what each of you have pulled off with the instruments that you were assigned. David, please bring your dish to the front. What do you call this dish?
This is a vanilla bean, lemon, thyme ice cream on a blueberry cake with candied thyme and a blueberry coulis.
That's a lot to pull off in 60 minutes. Is this the toughest challenge you've had yet?
Oh, without a doubt.
David, that is spectacular. The richness of that perfectly formed scoop of ice cream, beautiful. Silky smooth, the thyme does come through. There are little thyme leaves in there. Genius. The sponge cake, warm. It's absolutely a heart-warming dish.
And these little blueberries, what did you do to these blueberries?
Made a simple syrup and coated them to give them a nice little glaze.
I bet you Lynn's dying to taste this.
Yes, I am actually.
One word. Sublime. It's extraordinary. I wish your family was here to watch what you've done.
Me too.
Incredible. Please go back to your station.
One thing's for sure, I'm not afraid of an ice cream maker anymore.
Cody, please bring up your dish.
You have a trio of crepes, one chocolate, banana, and hazelnut. Maple bacon and strawberry and chocolate.
Top 5. Is this top 5?
This dish, as it's presented, chef, is not top 5.
How many ingredients do you have on here?
12 or 13 components.
So you're a smart guy, you know what you suffered from, right? You got too ambitious, and Lynn said it would happen. She read you like a book. Let's try this crepe.
The one that you're about to try, chef, is banana, chocolate, and toasted hazelnut.
There are some interesting flavors here, but the one piece of advice I would give you is focus on quality. If you worked on one, then had it on a plate with a few more garnishes, you would have nailed it.
Well, I'm going to try the most unique one, the maple bacon. The crepe, soft, tender.
Thank you, chef.
Maple cream, not too sweet. And that bacon has a little smoke to it. So the flavors, I find, work well together. Certainly not your best work, but I think if you had less ingredients, what you have to work with will then come through. Please head back to your station.
I did exactly what I should not have done.
Sabrina, please bring your dish up.
This is a braised lamb shank and king oyster mushroom tagliatelle. I've been waiting to be able to braise a proper piece of meat.
And would that have been your tool of choice to do it in, a pressure cooker?
It's the only tool I can use to do it in 60 minutes, chef.
That's right. The lamb is unmistakable. Rich, bold flavor, the wonderful herbs, the red wine. If I could change one thing, I would want a little bit more of that brothy sauce, just to really make it sing. But it's a great dish. You should be very proud.
Thank you, chef.
You barely had this noodle on the plate. Why's that?
I wanted my dough to rest properly.
You rest it any longer, it would be resting in peace. To me, texture, but that noodle is perfect. Good techniques here. You did a nice job. Please go back to your station. Christopher, please bring up your dish.
This is a take on the Hawaiian locomoco. It's a bed of rice, a pork patty, mushroom gravy, fried onion rings, and a fried quail egg. On the other side is a baked pineapple and a goat cheese salad.
I must admit, I never had this dish before. I've been to Hawaii, but unfortunately, I wasn't eating this dish. So is this something that you picked up when you were in Hawaii?
I've never actually been. This is something that I saw online once and I wanted to try at home. I've used a type of marinade that I use for pork, garlic, and Chinese 5-spice.
In terms of spices, well seasoned. But you know, you managed to use ground pork and make this patty dry. This is supposed to be a Hawaiian dish. When I eat this, I cannot taste any form of Hawaii in here. There's so much you could have done with that grinder. You got an onion ring, you got a burger, and you got an egg. It's not very refined to me.
That actually has some good flavor.
Thank you, Chef.
Would agree with Alvin, it's on the dry side. A little more fat incorporated into the meat would have elevated it. Rice, it's a bit bland. You are the only Chinese dude I know that is challenged by rice.
Yes, Chef.
Overall, at this stage of the competition, you have to deliver much, much better. Please go back to your station.
The meat grinder did really throw him off. But this is for a spot in the top 4.
Everyone fought hard to deliver in this challenge. Unfortunately, we have to send at least one of you home. We need a few moments to discuss.
There were some interesting techniques and approaches.
This challenge is about adapting to what you're given and making the best with what you have. We have a tough decision to make.
Okay, let's go. Today, Lynn assigned each of you a tool she thought would trip you up. And in more than one case, she was right.
But one home cook rose to the challenge.
And that home cook was David.
Best dish with an ice cream machine in 60 minutes? It's cool, man.
I just can't believe I can win on dessert. This feels incredible.
Christopher, Cody, please come up to the front.
I didn't put forth my best today, and that doesn't fly in top 5.
2 dishes did not meet the standard we expect from the top 5 in MasterChef Canada.
I am not feeling good at all.
Christopher, you tried to make the best of the situation. Unfortunately, your dish lacked the sophistication that we look for at this point in the competition.
I know I've messed up, but I want to stay in the game. I want to get to number 1.
Cody, Lynn gave you the simplest cooking tool in this challenge, the crepe pan. She expected you to overthink and overcomplicate the dish. And you did.
This can't be my last cook here. If I go home on this, I'll never forgive myself.
Tonight, you both served dishes that failed to reflect how far you have come in this competition.
Fortunately, for one of you, your dish was just good enough to save you from elimination. Cody, please step forward. The dish that was just good enough belonged to you.
You're safe. Please go back to your station.
Christopher, you came to MasterChef Canada with your extraordinary pastry skills. And you surprised everyone, including yourself, when you served up extraordinary savory dishes as well. But pastry remains your passion. And you have a gift we hope that you pursue, because we would like to visit your pastry shop one day. Please come up and say goodbye.
I would not trade this experience for the world. It was one hell of a ride. I've come so far. I've learned that I've got to trust my instincts. And I became more confident with my food.
This is a league of its own.
This is a paella that I can eat over and over again.
Thank you. I'm proud. I can leave this kitchen with my head held high. Cooking is part of my life. This is just the start of a new journey for me.
Next time on MasterChef Canada, the final four face off at a world-class vineyard.
Whoa!
And push their skills to a decadent new level.
It's gonna be delicious.
The results will determine who goes home
It's a knockout dish.
and who goes head-to-head in the MasterChef Canada finale.
It's not going to be good for you.